Hello, everybody, and welcome to a review of Zom 100. Now we're now covering episode 9 of Zom 100. This is gonna be the last episode of it, waiting towards 10, 11, and 12. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until that comes around. But again, last week we debuted Beatrix, and now Beatrix making her debut was spot on. I mean, they kept it on point with Beatrix, and I get it. Everybody has a thing for Beatrix, the blonde hair, foreigner, blue eyes, big boobs, I get it. Everybody has a thing for her. Okay. The reason I'm looking down right now is because right now we're finishing covering this. And then after that, we're going to be covering volume 5 going towards 6, because 5 and 6 is gonna cover episodes 10 through 12. So if you guys are really anxious and really being impatient waiting for episode 10 and 12, just read from volume 5 and then go all the way. And I think, and I could be wrong, but we're gonna cover chapter 16. Yeah, I was right. Chapter 16 all the way towards. But anyway, these are the chapters that you should be covering up till now. So, like I said, making Beatrix debut and the shipping between Akira and Shizuka is rising up there. I mean, let's look at these four in a nutshell. First off, you got Akira, main guy who's never had time to do things on his own. After 3 years of working, getting harassed by the boss, working day in and day out, and having an NTR route thing, he never got a chance to live his dreams of doing things he wanted to do. But now in the zombie apocalypse, it's like the world is his oyster. Okay? And then you got Kensho, his best friend, who wants to be a comedian, and he's always naked. And the thing is, guys, I'm not saying from a fan who read it, but come on. It's like for every time, it's like, people say every time I get $1, you say something, you become 10 times richer. Every time we see him naked, it's like $1. We're actually we're getting richer for every time he's getting naked. So I'm not going to be surprised, okay? And then you got Shizuka, who wants to become a doctor so bad that she wants to become a doctor so bad that it's, her backstory is so sad. But still, at the end of the day, though, she's very, very smoking hot. I mean, like, best girl of the summer, by the way. Best girl by the summer, by the way. I mean, people say she's basic, but she ain't basic. She is the one that could bring Akira to understanding of what to do. She's the epicenter of why Akira who he is, and that's because of Shizuka. And then, like I said, Beatrix studying. She went to Japan and learned Japanese culture, and she's living a life to the fullest. Even with her samurai outfit and kicking ass. Now, these four, and this still goes on to the whole going to the hometown, going to Akira's hometown where he grew up with his mom and dad. So that's it. Now, this episode, we have got that. And every moment of Zom 100 is going to be one of those moments where you sat down and you're like, I love it. So without further ado, let's get right to it with Zom 100 episode 9 review. Okay, now, after 9 episodes of Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead, I will say this. The opening, don't skip it. Whatever you do not skip the opening. Like, I get it. These past Zom 100 openings, you kind of want to skip it because it's the same thing over and over again. And you're expecting to see an official opening. This episode, we got it. I mean, the official opening of Zom 100 was so beautiful. So beautiful, so that it's just like, wow. And it's funny because you see them dancing. You got Akira on the mic, and you have zombies in the background. You got Beatrix doing the whole like this here, and you got Shizuka dancing as well. She didn't want to be part of it. She's one of those she's scared of dancing to the public, but she's dancing. And then you got Kensho who's butt ass naked again, bending, twerking like posing like those memes that you see on a regular basis. You know those memes when they have their bend down and they bending like this? It's those memes that you see. And he's posing the twerk meme, whatever you call that. That's what he's doing. But again, the opening is really spot on. It's to a point where you don't want to skip. You actually want to sit down and laugh. You want to laugh, and you don't want to skip the opening. This is one of those things that's like, man, I gotta keep watching this. Okay, so as they drive through going to Kira's hometown, they got this tunnel being blocked by zombies. So leave it to Shizuka's intelligence to say, okay, we're gonna have to we have to walk through the forest. As they go through the forest, they stumble upon this man who's a crafty carpenter, who's really good, getting chased by zombie pigs. Now, the zombie pigs were showing a poster opening for Zom 100. And if you look closely at the post, we have guys, like I said, we have seen some special infected zombies in our times. The zombie dogs in Resident Evil, the special zombies infected from Left 4 Dead. Hell, even more special infected like the clickers, the Nemesis from Resident Evil back, and Resident Evil Back from Blood, Left 4 Dead, Dead Rising. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of special infected zombies. So like this one, we went from a zombie shark with legs at the aquarium to like a zombie pig. And leave it to Beatrice to take it out like some Kagome from Inuyasha. Good one. So as this old man, being a carpenter, and he's building a treehouse. And this is Akira's dream as well. Like, you know how they said, how convenient. We're actually doing this. It's just like every time there's always a problem, Akira is that guy. I mean, every time there's a problem, Akira, it fits that bill. Like, we in aquarium. That means that's the bucket list. We're going to the aquarium. He just have this, like, remember the flight attendants? And it's like, oh my God, we sitting down with the flight attendants. It's like, how convenient. So when he saw the old man trying to build a treehouse, that's on his bucket list, build a treehouse. And, for the carpenter, I feel bad for him. I mean, like, he's building a treehouse for his son. And the fact that his son was bitten by his wife, it was sad. So this is like fulfilling a son's dream to build the treehouse. I mean, he wanted to build it with his son, but he got bit and his wife got bit as well. So it's hard to, he's just doing this for the family. And Akira and the others are helping out. And once they made this fantastic treehouse, everyone's calm. Everyone's having a great time. Building the treehouse. I mean, he didn't want to spend the night there, even though that was part of his bucket list. But he wants to see his parents. Now, their journey to meet their parents was so funny. I mean, you got Akira just walking like it's no problem. He's walking like there's no effing problem. He's just like, oh, I got my gear on. I'm just walking on this little cliff, and I'm walking on this narrow ass bridge that's gonna be broken one day or another. He's just walking like it's no problem. So when he finally gets home, he sees that it's empty, but everyone's having a party. Everybody is so freaking drunk, having a party of their own. And then you got the father, you got Akira just apologizing for what he did over 3 years, but he didn't care. Now, before I talk about more, can I say this? The father, I brought this out because I can't help myself. He's wearing this. He's wearing a straw hat. I just like characters who pull off a straw hat vibe. If you think about it, I mean, I get loopy, but if you look back, like, remember Black Clover? You guys remember Asta? He wear a straw hat, and Akira's well wearing a straw hat. So I props for that. I just want to wear this outfit just for show. But that's why I wore this, just in case. But anyway, they talking about how why it was blocked. So apparently there were city folks there, but because some of the infected was there, and they blocked the tunnel. So the whole zombies are being blocked at this tunnel. Now at Akira's hometown, everything has changed. I mean, legit, everything's changed. I mean, not changed. I mean, like, everything's a normal village. There's people. There's survivors that's not infected. But there are some hints that we're gonna see. Like, there's a little girl with the bow, with a little ribbon on her head with the dog. You're gonna see more of her. And those four group of people right there, those 4 group of people that's there, you're gonna be livid by it. I mean, like, they got you're gonna look at this. You're gonna see the Avengers. It's like the good and the bad. Whose bucket list is better? You're gonna look at the 4 versus the 4. Whose bucket list is gonna overcome this in this villainous way? I mean, whose bucket list is better? Akira's bucket list or this neat character? Now, we got a backstory of the NEET here. We got a backstory of this. So to sum this up, here's how this works. His backstory is like, oh, everyone's working, I don't want to work, okay, this and that. This is like the Akira 2.0. The only difference is that he smokes on a regular basis and doesn't give a fuck about the things. He doesn't give a fuck about what to do in his life. He does not care. He doesn't care at all. Like, I could just fire a gun. Oh, I could beat someone up. He's thinking negatively while Akira's thinking the positives. That's what this is. A Death Note or a non-Death Note. That's what it is. So when they show his backstory where he's like getting all packed a bucket full of cigarettes, he opened the curtain and saw 3 new survivors. And now with this bucket, now he's like, you guys want to raise some hell? Let's do it. Now him and the other 3 have these agendas, and their agendas are dark as fuck. You got one guy who wants to bitch slap his wife. You got one guy who wants to lick a girl. Lick a girl. That's kind of weird. It's freaky as hell. And then you got the woman who wants to burn the office down for the shit they did to her. So they have these main objectives. Now, going back to what I said, Akira and his group all has focusing on dreams and positivity. Wants to become a doctor, wants to become a comedian, wants to study wants to spend all the time Japanese culture, that's the thing. While the other agendas is all about the negativity, what to do and all that. So what they're gonna do is block that road. What they're gonna do is raise some hell in the village. And like they saw in the last episode, it's gonna be one hell of a match to overcome. Now, here's the thing. Episode 9 brought its to conclusion. We don't know when 10 to 12 is gonna come out covering these two. But I'll tell you right now, if they play their cards right, episode 10, 11, and 12 is gonna be both Hometown of the Dead, covering part 1, part 2, part 3. If they play their cards right, it might go in effect. So we'll see where this goes. And again, I don't know when episodes 10 to 12 is going to come out. I could say like maybe it comes out in the month of November. Maybe those last 3 will come out next year. Maybe it'll come out in October, mid-October. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Crunchyroll and everybody else said it's on. We don't know when the upcoming episodes come on. I hope that for TV broadcasting wise, we don't know. But this was a nice 9 episodes of Zom 100, right? This was a nice nice 9 episodes of Zom 100, covering all volumes, going towards these 3 right now. So for all y'all who wants to catch up on Zom 100, it is up to you. If you guys want to like take a break, like 10 and 12, we ain't gonna take a long time. But if you guys want to like sit down and now watch Zom 100 from 1 to 9 and tell your friends about it, this give you a time to do so. But like I said, I don't know when 10 to 12 is gonna come out. We'll get the word out soon with TV streaming wise and broadcasts in Japan. We don't know, but we'll see where this goes. So I look forward for future episodes of Zom 100. And I'm gonna continue rereading these chapters over and over again just to get the love about it one more time. And if I ever have time for for fall shows, I'll let you know. But again, episode 9 brought out the styles of what we're gonna get. It's gonna be the Avengers. It's gonna be like the Avengers Endgame, 4v4. Whose bucket list is gonna overcome? And we'll see where this goes. So I look forward for next week's episode, and I'm sure you will.